Aloha CP boot campers. Hi guys, how are you? We are gearing up. It is March Madness right now. So, fun fact, I just got home from a 20-hour travel day. So please be kind to me, and as I go through this, hopefully I'm like coherent and you can get something out of it. Another fun fact though, you guys might not even jump on because I just realized that Hawaii doesn't do daylight savings time. So I'm pretty sure I'm an hour late. But if someone hops on and you can confirm that, I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. Like, that is just what happened. I just realized that whole spring forward thing, you know, just didn't happen. But hopefully you guys can watch the replay, so it's all good. I'm really, really honored to be here. Hey, Jerry. So I'm going to introduce myself, and then I'm just going to dive in because I have something that hopefully you'll get something out of. So I am a Ruby Crown Princess. I am born and raised in Hawaii. I am also the state leader here. I love tacos and Target and all the fun stuff. Yeah, so I really value your time. So even if you're just watching the replay, I'm going to try to keep this to about 10 minutes because we all got stuff to do. You've got empires to build. I will get this out of the way. I do still have my Christmas banner up and a Treat Yourself banner that I just noticed above that. So don't worry about it. It's fine. I don't even know if I could see comments, so I'm just going to go for it, guys. That is what we're here. Yeah, so I've been traveling since, 3 in the morning, Atlanta time. I don't even know. It's been a long day. So bear with me, guys. Okay, let's do this. So I want to start by asking, are you leading like a fountain or a drain? Spoiler alert, you want to lead like a fountain. That is the answer. So let's talk a little bit about fountains for a second. So fountains turn the seemingly ordinary into something that is exciting and beautiful and amazing. They take something we use every day in different forms, like doing our dishes, taking a shower, into a full-blown show like the Bellagio. Have you guys seen the Bellagio fountains in Vegas? They're amazing. And that's just water. That's the same thing we use to brush our teeth every day, right? So in our business, we get the opportunity to turn something that's seemingly ordinary and mundane, like a job, right, into something that is exciting and, dare I say, fun, right? This business, it is a business, and yeah, it's hard a lot of times, but it's not a typical job by any means, and we have to show people that, right? So just like the Bellagio takes something that we use to fill our toilets and makes it look spectacular, we get the privilege of showing people that there is a more beautiful and exciting way of living, right? That having a job doesn't have to be boring or typical or what society says that it should look like. Like, you have to work 9 to 5 every 5 days a week and do this and this and this and spend this many years before you reach this income. We break all those rules, right? But it's hard. It's up to us as leaders to incorporate that as part of our team culture. We are setting the tone and we are leading by example, right? So I always tell people that this job is the hardest, but also the best thing I've ever done. I don't know if any of you agree with that. I worked a desk job for 9 years before this, and it's definitely been the hardest and the best thing. But if we want our teams to stick around, we have to provide that safe and happy place for them to thrive. Hey, Hillary, how's it going? I'm a little late because we don't do daylight savings. So sorry. And I just got off. I've been traveling for 20 hours, if you guys missed the beginning. So bear with me. Bear with me, guys. Here we are. Okay, so that's kind of what fountains do. They take the ordinary, they take the mundane, and they make them exciting and beautiful. Okay, let's talk about drains for just a second. Drains suck. Literally, they suck the life out of the room. Okay, I've already talked about toilet water, so let's get gross for just a couple more seconds. Hey, Misha. Since we've already went for it, let's go for it. So let's talk about shower drains for a second. Okay, stay with me. Okay, so shower drains are basically made to catch every little gross thing that washes off of our body, right? Ugh. But when you clean it out, somehow it looks like an alien has emerged from your drain. I don't know how or why it gets so gross, but that's beside the point. Drains are designed to catch every little gross or negative thing they come across, right? So I'm reading this book called Unoffendable, and it says people don't stumble over boulders, they stumble over stones or relatively small things. So if we as leaders are catching and holding on to every single negative or vile or nasty thing that passes through our team or our business, then it will literally suck the life out of us. Because I'm a big believer that you do not have to trade your happiness for your success. I'm going to say that again. You do not have to trade your happiness for your success. I think often we feel like we have to choose one or the other. But I don't buy into that. I think that is a lie. I don't believe that. But if you want to make it easier to be happy, you've got to make it harder to be offended. Because being offended is exhausting. Okay, we're in a people business, right? We talk to people, customers, people on our teams. Like, that's the name of the game. We're networkers. But if you are like me, an overthinker by nature, if things like that really affect you, and I think a lot of women are like this. A lot of women are like me, oh, what did she mean by that? Like, that really hurt my feelings or whatever. Then you have got to start leading with an unoffended heart. It is way too easy to get caught up in the tiny junk that floats by, but before we know it, that tiny junk has turned into a drain alien, and we get so weighed down by the burden of all these little offenses that start to clog the drain that we can't even do our jobs, right? So in this biz, we have got to be able to learn how to let things go. Like Elsa, just let it go. Misha, the book is called, I think it's called Unoffendable. And it's something that I've even just been learning about kind of just in my daily life as a woman, as a wife, you know, just learning how to be unoffendable. And it's a big part of this business, I think, just because people complicate things. Am I right? I know I do, other people do, but if we can learn to move through it, then we can be more successful. I hope you're tracking with me. Okay, so that's enough about drains. Let's talk one more thing about fountains. I told you this would be quick and to the point. So, okay, another aspect of fountains, or another characteristic of fountains, people gather around fountains, right? People throw money at fountains, okay? So we want to be leaders that people want to, follow, right? You've heard that before, but also be around, right? We want to be people that other people want to be around. So would you want to sit, like you're in this beautiful park, there's lots of pretty places to sit. Would you want to sit next to a fountain that is stagnant and broken and out of order and smelly? No. You want to sit, and I want to sit next to a fountain that is working and flowing, right? And how does a fountain work? A fountain pulls water in from its base and then pours it back out, right? I'm sure there's a much more technical terminology. But anyway, just for the sake of this, it basically is pulling water in and pouring it back out, right? So we have got to be taking time to fill ourselves up so that we can pour into our teams. If we are not the ones that are setting the bar for learning and personal development and vision, it makes it pretty hard to pour something out that we don't have already inside, right? So we have to be the ones that are setting that bar really high. This is what it looks like to be constantly learning in a changing field. Just like if you were to work in a technology field, you don't just get a job at Apple and then you're like, okay, well, I know all about the iPhone 4, so I'm good. Okay, well, we're on iPhone X now. That doesn't help me at all. They don't even make that anymore. So we have to constantly be pulling that water in, whether it's taking time to just watch like a 10-minute YouTube video, or looking on Pinterest for just some articles that you want to learn, and then just pouring out like a little 5-minute, like a word of the day. This is what I'm learning right now. This is what I'm reading right now. If we're not showing those steps as leaders, then we're going to become stagnant and we're going to become broken, and people aren't going to want to follow a stagnant, broken fountain. They're not going to want to sit there, right? Yeah, so I want to ask you, which leader are you right now, currently? Maybe some days you have drain days where you're just, it's so easy in this business to get caught up in that, where you're just catching every little negative thing, and it's building up into a big drain alien. I don't know why I'm calling it that, but now you know that's the technical term, drain alien. And maybe you've been it's just all the negative things are piling up. Or are you going to be the fountain, the life giver, the leader with the unoffended heart, the one that can just let those things just flow and keep going forward? Trust me. I think every leader that I've talked to has been in a place where they have like either been crying or been like, I can't do this. Well, we have all got to get to that place where we can just learn how to love people where they are and just continue to live in the positive, because life is too short and you cannot trade your happiness for your success, because they have to go together if you want a sustainable, big picture career, right? So if maybe you're a drain, maybe you've had those days, but which leader do you want to be? So I am challenging you today to make the choice that you are going to be unoffendable, and that you are going to let the little things go, and that you are going to choose to be a fountain, and that you're going to lead like one, that you're going to be the one that people want to follow, that you're going to be the one that people want to sit around and gather around and learn from and like take knowledge from, because you've taken the time to bring that information in. I want you to be the one that takes the mundane things, the job, the thing that society says has to be such a burden, and you turn it into something extraordinary and something life-changing and something beautiful and something that people want to watch, that you want to turn it into something that people want to be a part of, because I believe that you can do that. I believe that you can be the person that changes people's lives, that shows them that there is more to life than getting caught up in the junk, in the crud, in the nasty, negative things that happen. You can be the one that shows them that there is a better life. So today is the day where you're going to choose to become unoffendable, unstoppable, unbreakable, and you're going to lead like a fountain. You feel me? Okay, guys, that was pretty much it. Short and sweet and to the point, but I hope you watch the replay. I hope you could take something away from that, share with your teams. You guys are awesome. I believe in every single one of you, and that if you continue to put in the work, that you're going to get there. Hey, Vanessa. Oh, thanks, Hillary. You're so nice. Yes, Hillary, it's exhausting. It is exhausting to be offended. So check out the replay if you haven't. Otherwise, I'd just stay on here and hang out all day. But we'll let you guys go and do it. I believe in you. Take care. Aloha.